YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video. New band alert, Sabaton. We're doing a new band today because I realised that recently I've been doing a lot of the same sort of rotation of bands, of, you know, the Megadeth, the Metallicas, the Pink Floyds, and sometimes I'm trying to find a balance, basically, of a good way to rotate the bands that people want to see, that are heavily requested and that sort of stuff, whilst also sprinkling in little hidden nuggets of stuff that less people are suggesting, but could be cool to check out regardless, you know, checking out some new music, some new bands, some new styles, and today we have Sabaton. I scrolled back through, and I thought the name, it just looked interesting to me, I don't know, Sabaton, cool name, Panzer Battallion, sounds like a dope name for a song, so we're going to listen to it. I have the lyrics up. I did, in opening them in the other tab, I did see what the song was about, so I have a general idea, but we're going to listen to it. Don't think I've ever heard of anything by Sabaton, but if I have, I'll let you know. Let's kick it. It's different. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Under the sun, no shadows will fall. Pierce in our eyes as we charge. Panzer Battallion on course to the east, lost in the end of its march. This time we're here to finish our job, started a decade ago. Driving the animals out of their holes, viewing them 6 feet below. Armored tanks of mass destruction just in the east. Rats who dare to stand before us, hero guns go live. Death in the shape of a Panzer Battalion. Insect of terror, the rampage you fade like a man. Cannot outrun our Panzer Battalion. Thousands of tons of armor and guns.
Oh, we'll pause it. That was very. It sudden. I don't know. I guess that's maybe the word. It was you know, I like the build up and the calm before the storm, and it was just in your face, which I think is very much in tone with the song. You know, thematically, I think the dramatic just attack on the senses is quite closely linked, I feel like, with the theme of the song, of the battle and stuff. I will say, it does say here on the side, the song is about Operation Iraqi Freedom and the American Armored Battalion that led that invasion. That's good to know, because, yeah, it sort of represents that I just like. I mean, it's not like I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, there's so much to delve into, what does it all mean, you know, that sort of thing. This is just like the, you know, in your face, just going for it, yeah, just this badass, you know, these soldiers in the tanks, the Panzers, Panzer Battalion, just going into battle and just killing a bunch of people, just, you know, going for it and exploding, and that's sort of the explosion of sound, kind of a little bit with the explosion in terms of the combat as well. But yeah, it was just, I feel like it was just about 2005. I was almost wondering, I don't know who came, this is just like the I know some people don't always like the comparisons, but this is just, I was like, oh, it kind of reminded me of some of the Dragon Force stuff I've heard, and we'll do Dragon Force at some point, I'm sure. Because I only know a couple songs, but yeah, I know a couple from old Guitar Heroes. I know Through the Fire and Flames, which is probably their biggest one, was on Guitar Hero 3, I want to say. And just reminding of that, with like the way, the energy, and as well, just the general quite grand feeling of it. Both the instrumentation, but as well the vocals were layered. I think I couldn't tell if there was some harmonizing in there, if it was other band members singing as well, but it was at least layered. for sure, the lead singer. So yeah, quite a grand, quite aggressive, quite a, just an all round loud sound, which I think suits the sort of theme of the story, I guess, it's trying to tell quite well. We'll keep going.
Making its way through the sand, our Panzer Battalion is back for revenge. The terror is within the land. The strike is ours, no mercy is shown. This rivers of blood in a trail, breaking the waves of defense with our tanks. Infantry watching our band. Golden sun shines clear for our strike ready for the storm. Mind fierce breath, there's no surrender. Feel a napalm burn. Death in the shape of a Panzer Battalion. Insect of terror, no run, face your fate like a man. Cannot outrun our Panzer Battalion.
Here we go. Oh, that note. I mean, it's like weird sounds in there. I can't quite pinpoint.
Death in the shape of a Panzer Battalion.
Oh, that was like.
Insect of terror, no run, face your face like a man. Cannot outrun our Panzer Battalion. Under the sun, no shadows will fall. Piercing our eyes as we charge. A Norman battalion on course to the east has reached the end of its march. Armored tanks of mass destruction kill us in the east. Rats who dare to stand before us. Feel our guns go live. Panzer Battalion. Insect of terror, no run, face your pay like a man. Panzer
Ooh, let it out. Yeah, boy, did that bring the energy. I'm just curious where Sabaton are from. I'm going to Google that real quick while we look. Swedish. I heard the north, you know, Sweden or Denmark, somewhere like that. Norway, Sweden are from. Good English. Yeah, I feel like that was one of those where, you know, you get some songs about war and battle and stuff that are like, you know, talking about like the harsh realities of war and combat and that sort of things. Something like One, you know, badass, incredible, awesome song, in my opinion. But at the same time, that was one that, you know, it gets you thinking about, like, it's quite messed up, you know. It gets you sort of thinking and reflecting on that sort of stuff. I feel like this was more a case of like, this is just about a battle and it's just gonna be badass, you know. It's just gonna see the badass side of it, you know, these dope tanks and all that sort of stuff. Even though, you know, if you really think about it, you know, it's, well, these people like dying and losing their lives and stuff. Below their SAM sites, which are like the anti-air stuff, clear for airstrike, and if there's stuff about napalm, which is a pretty horrible way to die, you know. Insects of terror, don't run, you know, don't run for your life, just stand there and die. But you know, but they've sort of taken that and just been like, you know, let's just see like the badass side of it. It's gonna be a badass song. Yeah. And that's what I feel like they've gone for, and the aggression and the energy of the general sound of the song as well. quite suited to. I said it before, quite suited to what the I guess thematically what they were going for. There's not really a story per se. The narrative maybe could be a word you could use, because the aggressive and all the loudness of combat and stuff kind of bleeds into that a bit. And as well, they were doing some, like I said, some interesting things with the instrumentation. I was just hearing some like little sounds in there that I was like, I couldn't quite pinpoint exactly what it was, but I think it contributed to the whole general sound of it. And like I said, it sounded quite grand, the whole thing. The instrumentation, the vocals, the layering. I think he had the vocalist had quite a grand voice. Joachim Broden. Cool. That was really cool. There was a cover, Amphibious Battalion by Sabaton. They covered their own song. Amphibious Battalion? It's about frogs? It's not about frogs. This song is a cover of Sabaton's own Panzer Battalion and is dedicated to the Swedish Marine in U4 who are on a mission. Oh, it was a live performance. It's the same. It's pretty much the same song, except they say, yeah, it's the same song. They just say Amphibious Battalion instead. Cool. Anyway, yeah. Cool song. Yeah, no, it's cool to check out new bands. I did enjoy that. It was a pretty badass song. You know, pretty just going for it. Pretty grand, quite aggressive, energetic. You know, could be a bit of a pre-gamer, bit of an energy builder. Dope song. Good for a run or a workout. You know. And that's it. So yeah. I guess I'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I guess on similar to the note at the start of the video, if you want to leave any suggestions for any new stuff, some new bands, don't get me wrong. If you've left them in the past, and I'm saying, oh, give me new suggestions, and you feel, I left suggestions, why isn't it doing them? I mean, it's hard for one to keep on top of everything with all the suggestions I get, but also like, don't worry, I'm not just forgetting everything. I am going back looking through for the previous suggestions and stuff, but also while you're here, may as well throw a band or two my way. If there's anything you really want to see me do, I'll get my thoughts on any new bands and let me know. I'll see if I can give them a look in. That said, thank you for watching. Everyone enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.